Evet arkadaşlar, hepiniz hoş geldiniz. Bir yayınla tekrar karşınızdayız. Arkadaşlar bakın Cibuiza var. Görmüş olduğunuz gibi o da oturuyor. Geçen Tekken oynadık. Yani böyle arada kapışıyoruz. O Akuma seçiyor, ben Sagat seçiyorum. Harry Bogart da alabilirim, belli olmaz. Ha, bu yavşak konuşuyor mu ya? Hayır, bu yavşak yine konuşuyor ya. Hiç sevmiyorum bu adamın konuşmasını ya.
Checks with the projectile. No good up high. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Nails the anti-air. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. Feeling out the spaceship, takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Trying to read each other here? The fight continues in the middle of the stage. Takes a trip. Checks him with the projectile. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning stretch. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Jumps. And the throw ends the round.
Oha! Adam geberdi lan.
Picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Adam geberdi.
Checking their reactions with a fireball? Are we going to see some fireworks here? Crunchy tiger knee. Hits them with a stop and bop.
Evet, Kerem bir şeyler deniyor şu an.
With a better gauge. What can they do as the charges forward?
Yenileceğini anladı.
Sakuhado barely blocks the jump in. Checks with a medium. Hard play to stop the opponent. Mixing it up with low tiger shot. Gets the jump in. Jackson uses the gauge for a super arm. Both fighters planning something. Oh my god, they just choked it up! Oh, burnout triggered! A quick breather. Up for the Amoro throw! Will they go all in without drop flatlines though? Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this round.
Uzadı iş.
Low tiger! Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Checks with him, hits him with a stop and bop. Yes sir!
Ya orada yapılacak çok hareket var da ben bilmiyorum.
Oh my god, they just choked it up! Player 1 is in burnout state, a very precarious situation. This is from absolutely relentless. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Oh yo, raw super hit!
Yavrum benim be! Vur belden aşağı! Vur beline kazmayı! Vur beline kazmayı!
Player 1 and walks away unscathed. What a win! They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Almost had it, but it gets blocked. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Starts with a jump in. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage, finding it tricky to manage their drive. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Taking stock. Player 2, chip experience in there!
Hadi be!
Player 2 picks up the always important first
Arkada
round.
King of Fighters team var. Ter almak lazımdı.
Immediate jump.
Harry Bogart'ı bekliyorum.
Checks with the low tiger shot. Had the radar up and running. Good job blocking the jump.
Şu yeni hareket dediğim ya.
Just how patient they can be. Player 1 1 has a slight life lead.
Tier 1.
Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fire.
Neden sakat
Looks like they
diyemiyorsun?
want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Jumps. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Goes for the rush.
Ya.
Looking to impress with this super. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Scrapping it. Oh, but hit. Akuma looking to
Abi
play
şu
hide and
hareket nedir ya?
this can lead to some big damage. Both sides getting ready. A jump it drops them. The drive impact doesn't work.
Allah belanı versin.
That corner is starting. Oh, yo! Raw super here. Almost a massive tiger kick. Who's gonna take it? Anti-air in the front. What?
Aa!
That was catch as catch can as you're gonna get in a fight. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Throws a fireball. Nails the anti-air. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure.
Ulan kardeş konuşma bir ya.
Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Gets backed into the corner with pressure building. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to
Adamda
do
bir
first.
sıkıntı var.
Jumps. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Smart play to stop the opponent there. What'll happen here? Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Checks with the low tiger shot. Shows a medium kick. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball game. Checks with a medium kick. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Rushes that off and keeps going. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. A quick breather. Avoid all in with a rush. Impact squashed. They're spacing a super arc. No cookout complete without Imperium's
Hadi be. İstediğim oyunu hiç oynayamam.
That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Mixing it up with low tiger shot. Deftly shuts out the jump.
Oha.
No good up high. Almost had it, but it gets blocked.
Hep aynı şey ya.
We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Lots of aggression from both sides. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The damage is really piling up now.
Adam çok
You can
sıçrıyor.
see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan. Player 1 is in burnout. This is a huge chance to make a feel. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Taking stock. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Saw them
Hadi
swing
be.
against the wall and gets in the throw. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Grabs him. Jumps. Jumps up. There's the wall splash. They can't do anything now. What'll happen? Down to the wire. Baits out the attack and gets the punish.
Yapma ya.
Knockdown and burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best.
Astır lan.
Life lead is there, but still any... No! Critical art now?
Abi inanmıyorum
Okay,
ya.
here we go. Gets the counter
Ya
hit
bomboştu
and
adama
win.
yapamadım ya.
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Oh, we're not done yet. Looks like they're both warmed up. Projectile to try and change the situation. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Still slugging it out here. Very solid corner. Down to the player. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. The jump in catches them, throws them to negate the block. Uses a fireball to try and establish their pace. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. What gets them? Player 2 on the board first with a win. They want to keep the pressure on. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. Blocks the low heavy. Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Fires off a tiger kick. The super doesn't hit. They gotta be careful here because a full drive gauge can blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Quick breather. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Knockdown and will we see a drive hit? Hits them with a stop and body. They are really going at each other this round. The reads they overhead. Drive rush to keep it going. Playing savage Tiger Raid hits. Oh, they can't ignore that super gauge gap. Player 1 is mounting a comeback. What else is up their sleeve? What are they gonna do? Lots of distance here. Who's baiting who? They've got the meter for a drive impact. Barely blocks the drive impact, misses. Player 2 can't let this tip with his super art do anything. Gets the tips with the low heavy. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight!
They are letting it fly from the get-go. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Akuma's going in. All in with a rush. Uses the game for a super art. No cookout complete without Imperium's end. Player 2 with the rhythm owning that space. Hit forward throw. Laying the pressure on Finn. Great kick. Reversal. Reads the jump in perfectly. What are they gonna drive him back? Misses. All the throw connects. Risky play, but it pays off. Close range projectile burns out. Go Tiger! What now? Draw super hard income. Unloads a massive Tiger hit. Looking for a hole. Fires off Hadouken. What's next? Just what they were after.
Look here.
I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one.
400.
It's not
Beşte
over yet.
biter.
Just believe it's time for that rundown. Barely blocks the jump in. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Uses a drive parry against the attack. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Gets a good read on their opponent. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Knockdown. Uses it to KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Grabs them. Jumps. Blocks the ambiguous crossover. Smart play to stop the opponent. Player 2 has the life advantage. The engagement here will have a huge effect on the rest of the match. Knockdown, and they were right to be on guard there. They've got the meter for a drive. It hits them with a stop and bomb. Hits them with a fire. Both fighters planning something? Lands the back throw. Time to go to work. Finishes with the throw.
Abi adam yendi ya.
Well, listen. When you're locked in, you're locked in. That
Olacak şey değil. Adam değiştirelim. Yayından gel sesi var. Bende şey bile yok. Ken aldım. Oha.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our
Canli.
fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight? The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Jump in, finds the mark. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Trips them up. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Takes a trip. Player 1 will orbital hit. Akuma looking to play hide and seek. KO! Player 2 hits the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Nails the anti-air. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Were they baiting them into that? Going in, zones with the fire. Gets the jump in. Jumps. Akuma's going in. The fighters return to the middle, brushes that off and keeps going. Max uses the gauge for a super arc. They're thinking of scoring big off this gauge use. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Blocks it. Player 2 needs to use their SA gauge to their advantage here. Jumps in. KO! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Throws a fireball. Jumps up. The match just starts. Drops him hard. Nothing stops this train. Player 2, there's a burnout. Player 1 is looking at a grip, knocked him out of the air.
Bayağı iyi var ya.
Putting the cherry on top. Hitting him the warmest button with a period hit. Super art to show off what a PhD in fighters can do for you. What's next? Hadouken. That was a magical shot.
Bayağı iyi var ya.
Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match.
Vallahi böyle bir
They're still
hareketlerle
hungry.
gittik.
Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Clutch anti-air. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're gonna eat tons of damage. Nails the anti-air. Knockdown. Overhead. Takes a trip. Akuma looking to play hide and seek. Sakuhado. Zones KO.
Ulan yukarıdan vursan adama ne
Up the
tutuyor?
first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Akuma's going in. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Pops them with a shoryu. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Player 1 has the life advantage. Shows a medium kick. Gotta be careful not to whip it. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Shippo Jinrai hits. Good damage option there. Going in. Sakuhut baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Player 1, burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 2, look, the drive impact doesn't work. Drive impact misses. A real test of nerves here. This
Lan
leak is
süper
gonna do
çeksene.
damage. Jumps. Adamant throw cashes out the cage right there.
Abi adama süper çekemedik
This is
ya.
gonna kill, no doubt about it.
Niye yapamadık ya?
That amazing never say die attitude got them the win.
Master of the fist.
Woo! I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good.
Red Kiss. Yayın donuyor. Yayında problem var. Bir de turbo kart seçelim.
Terry.
Yayın donuyor ya. Niye donuyor?
Here comes a new challenger.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Come on. Round one.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Well-timed command throw there.
Abi şu çok aptal dedi.
Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Whoa, hold on. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. What are they thinking here? Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Time to do some damage after that wall splat. Takes a trip. Player 1 chases them down.
Allah Allah ya.
Okay, creating some space here. Life lead opens up. Gets him. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two.
Enteresan.
Demon Raid? Everything up until now, and everything from here on, and a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Hits them with the Buster Wolf for some stylish damage. Charges forward. They return to center stage. Grabs and throws them away.
Abi inanılmaz bir şey.
Hits them with a stop and bop. Still scrapping for control, experiencing burnout. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of a super art. Look at the jack in there.
Yeah!
Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Starts off zoning with fireball. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Alright. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Takes a trip.
Hadi ya.
Player 2 chases them down. Knockdown. Goes for the super art. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Sakuhado. In a dire situation. They can't afford any mistakes. The orbital hit.
Abi şu hareketi yapma ya. Bu harekette bir şey yapılmıyor ha.
The first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Sneaks in above. Checks them with a projectile. Hits them with a stop and bop. Player 1 didn't manage their drive properly through that round. Meter management is absolutely vital, and they need to manage it properly for this coming round. Looking for its goal for the Masai. Going on the offensive? Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Not much life difference. Both fighters planning something? Sakuhado! Will we see a drive impact? Brushes that off and keeps going. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Manages to one step ahead of them. But there's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. They've got the meter for a drive impact. What are they gonna do? Turns out, player one can't afford the stakes without that drive catch.
Ya onu yapmadım ben.
All in with a rush. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Opts for the critical art. This is gonna kill.
Ha
No
böyle
doubt
şey
about it.
yapıyor.
Flatline zone.
I am the true master of the fist.
Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Kim arıyor beni ya bu saatte? Yayındayız ya. Kim aradı? Oğlum bu adam nereye kaçtı? O mu aradı beni acaba? Ha ben çıktım. Ha iyi geceler diyor. Tamam kardeşim. Neyse arkadaşlar. Bugünlük bu kadar. Kendinize iyi bakın. Hoşça kalın. Arkadaş kaçmış. İşi varmış. Bu yayında bu kadar sürdü. Yayında bir aksaklıklar var. Ona bakacağız artık. Kapatıyorum arkadaşlar.